Ugh. That was disgusting. So, I'm feeling great. And you can hear me and all right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm recording.
Recording what?
You try to get all these coughs out of the way.
What are we recording?
What's up?
What do you need a recording for?
For that video.
What video?
I told you. I DM'd you.
You ain't say I had to be in it, ho?
Yeah, I did. Well, I implied it.
I guess. What do you want me to do?
I just got 5 questions.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right. I'm recording.
When's his birthday?
27th.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
I'm glad you planned this out well to have enough time before.
I was gonna do it earlier. Now, first question.
He's nuts.
Okay. First question. How did you run into Theo? How did you first run into Theo?
I didn't run into Theo until I had already, asked to try out.
Probably how most people did, just on exhibition, or maybe in a tournament. It's been a long time, you know?
I had just joined and it was like maybe a few days being in the Discord. And then everyone's like, hey, we're getting into the VC. Why don't you come join us? And I was like, fuck it. Why not? And Theo was in there. I don't know what we quite talked about, but I'm sure it was fine.
I DM'd him again a week later with a terrible joke. It wasn't even really a joke, nor was it very funny. And he was like, I think he might have taken pity. He's like, yeah, we'll add you as a tryout.
I remember a month and a half into playing Rivals, I went on YouTube and Googled Rivals of Aether combo tech video and stuff. And all these guys were doing this crazy stuff that I had never seen before, from a Japanese player's perspective. And I was like, holy shit, I gotta get in touch with these guys. And the YouTube channel's name was Theo. And I was like, oh, I gotta find this guy. I gotta find Theo Mac. And I remember asking people oh, do you know him? And everyone was talking about him in hushed tones and shit. He was some kind of scary figure.
It was early 2017. I had been playing a lot of Rivals and Exhibition, and I kept running into people online with Neo tags, and then I come across a Reddit thread, and I'm beating a lot of people in crews, and I'm like, I'm good enough to be in a crew. I'm beating all these people. And there's this Reddit thread Theo made about Neo taking applications. So I talked to Theo about it.
I saw his shitty black custom skins on exhibition. It was clearly disgusting, a little weird. So, yeah, that's how it always goes.
I think during early access, I found him on exhibition and I played him, and then he added me after, so we played a bunch of games.
I didn't really run into Theo, but I immediately ran into his channel. His content looked pretty cool and shit.
Probably through the post on Reddit he made about trying out for the crew. That was about a year ago, I think, and I didn't really play that much since then.
Coming off of Melee, a few user experience, and I lost to him, and I don't usually lose to many people online just playing randomly, so I messaged him and I said, wow, you're a lot better than me, how do I get as good as you? And that's when we hit it off.
I was playing this dog shit game called Rivals of Aether, and I was doing exit games because I'm a bitch. And I ran into this dude, Neo Theobirthday, and I was like, hey, this guy's kicking my ass. This kind of sucks. I'm trying to style and shit. And then he messaged me and added me after the game, and he was like, hey, you play kind of cool for a raster player.
I'm pretty sure I first met Theo way back in early access. I always used to send friend requests to people who I thought were really good at Rivals. And I don't think we really talked too much back then because I didn't really use Discord till I had 500 hours on Rivals already. So it was completely by chance, but obviously I'm very happy that we met.
It was pretty much just when I decided to try out for Neo. And then he seemed like a chill dude.
I remember first running into Theo shortly after I joined Charm, and we were planning to do a crew battle with Neo, but then we never did it. And then I remember asking him one day to join the Neo server just because I wanted to fight everybody. So that's how I first met him.
I believe it was, I thought I was gonna try out, and I asked Shrek, like, what the fuck I do, and he just said DM Theo. So then I DM'd Theo, and Theo was like super welcoming, super nice about it.
I played him in Rivals when I first started playing Rivals, and he destroyed me. all I could think was, God damn, I got fucked up.
I think it was after he messaged me on Discord after I made like some couple of videos. I think Shocktail recommended me to him after I played him in a tournament.
Was it one of the tournaments?
Yeah, we did one of the tournaments. Yeah. And I just remember Theo like speaking with a lot of authority, and I was like, "Damn, this guy must be good," because like he owns this server and this crew, or he's like the leader.
Mm.
And it turned out to be true. Like, yeah, he's really good.
So my experience is like a little bit different from most traditional Neo members. I actually sought out trying out with the clan and or crew, whatever. And I was the one who first messaged Theo after asking around on who like the leader of Neo was and like trying to get in contact with them. And I added him, and he was like, "Okay, yeah."
First time me and Theo talked was, I want to say, in Minecraft.
So it was back, I think, in like 2015. I was on exhibition, all black Zetter. That part hasn't changed at all. I think he had like a pasta tag or something. And he just destroyed me set after set. And after every single stock, would just taunt and teabag me. And in the middle of his combos would stop to do that.
What was your first impression of Neo?
I liked it. I liked the idea. The trailer was cool. Because no one that did anything in Rivals had any kind of production quality or anything that was anything than just combos. Like there wasn't good. There was one or two good combo videos, and they weren't that good. They were just good for Rivals. So to see that first video and that was emphasized, just in general, I liked it.
My first impression of Neo was like very, almost like intimidated, because I like wasn't good at all at the game at the time that I like first tried to like get into contact with Neo members. And I remember Theo playing friendlies with me because I was in Japan and we were at like 260 ping, and he was just like whooping my ass at like 1,000,000 ping, and I was like, this guy's something else. He's like a league above.
I'm pretty sure the first place that I saw that Neo was officially going to be a thing was the announcement post on Reddit way back. So my first impression was pretty much based off of the stuff written there. Pretty much like how it was supposed to push Rivals to be a more fast-paced and aggressive game with like crazy combos and stuff like that. And I finally got to meet the people who were in the crew. Like around that time there was Crows and G at Sandwich and Yasa. So I got like a really warm and like fun-loving type of feeling from the crew. And pretty much like there weren't really any crews around that time who were like that. There was either like overly serious people, or there was like crews filled with like a bunch of furry kids. So I didn't really fit in either of those, so I loved like the whole idea of Neo.
Well, it's just like a group of people that played video games. It's not like the first like online group of friends that I had made, but it's definitely the longest lasting.
I was with everybody else. I thought they were like bullies and shit like that. Because Handbutt was bullying me when I was in Aura. And then everybody around me in Aura was like, yeah, Handbutt's a dick. And I'm like, okay, I guess he's a dick. And then everybody in Aura, we disbanded. And then I'm like, I need a new team. I need a new group of boys to hang with. And that's when I found Neo. Because I realized I'm just like them.
Neo, it was hype, it was aggressive. Those were two things I liked.
Like, hell yeah, these guys are memers. This is where I belong.
Pretty much just a bunch of shitters who who liked playing the game a different way than I did.
First impression of Neo, oh, they were pretty sick. I was just like, oh man, crew was fucking hype as fuck. And whoever that Crows guy, shit, I want to be just like him.
Like I said, I thought after joining the crew, every time I played against a Neo person, I noticed that they were like pretty high skill levels. So like, there'd be people I'd play from other crews here and there, and like really the only two that like really stuck out with consistent good players were kind of Ace and Neo at the time.
I thought they were a really trash crew. Like I never saw myself joining them because I thought they're like worse than everyone else, especially being an ace. I was like, no, this.
Like shit posters and like fucking memers that play cool. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I fit in here.
First impression was I can't ever be this cool.
I still felt very welcomed, but I was still like getting used to the atmosphere.
Yeah, when I joined, it was like 3 other people in there.
Yeah, I was realizing that like as I was asking you that.
Yeah, I was like the 4th or 5th person, so it wasn't at that time. Like Discord was new to me, so I had notifications on, and I was like looking at every single message that was going on there, and I thought it was pretty cool because I only really used it for my friends. So it was a nice place to hang out.
First impression of Neo. I remember when I got in, everyone seemed pretty welcoming. Theo, like, kind of, added everyone or whatever, and was like, everyone welcomed me, and everyone was really nice to me. They were like, whenever I posted a clip or anything, people would like at me and be like, yo, sick clip, man, sick rest, or whatever. People were just really nice to me. Things like kind of progressed a certain way, but overall everyone was really positive.
Everybody, like everybody else spoke like Neo's terrible, like they're all laggers, they all hate everybody, but as I like interacted with other people, like you, Shrek, and other Neo members, I just found out that Neo isn't really that bad as like everybody's saying.
I met someone from Atlas Court. I don't fucking remember. But anyways, I came into the homie court because of Sauce, because we met through Blind Court, and Sauce and I were like DMing each other for like a little bit, and it was like, I know some autistic ass niggas you be friends with. I'm like, surely.
My first impression, see, the thing is, at first I was in OTK, which was like little babbies, little chidlers, and rest in peace OTK, they all grow up big and strong. But when I was like in the Neo server, like I was like guns a-blazing. I was like, who I gotta fuck up to get into Neo? I know there were a few people that have joined the server that have been like that.
It was chill. It was like just a bunch of, because you know how the Rivals community is just kind of cuckish, and then we had the chill guys who were like stylish AF and just didn't give a fuck. And I'm like, I fit right in.
A whole bunch of cool guys. I kind of felt like I fit in. Way more comfortable than Oh No.
I thought it was just gonna be like a bunch of Theos. That's what I thought it was gonna be. It was a bunch of people like teabagging and taunting for however long the game was going on. But of course that changed as I got to know people.
And what made you first decide to try out?
I decided to try out because I moved from Japan to the United States and I wound up leaving ECL. And like, even when I was in ECL, like I would play friendlies with those guys at like 200 ping. Like I would hang out with everyone in Neo, and like they were all super nice and like nice, but they'll still talk shit. But it's all in good fun, and like that kind of made me want to be a part of that.
Yo, I want to get one for my nigga Logan Brightside. I've been saying this since day one. As soon as I heard Logan Brightside speak his first words, I decided to join Neo, because Logan Brightside is the messiah.
Well, none of the other crews really appealed to me. More like Neo was the only crew that actually cared about each other. Everybody else was just trying to get good, and getting good isn't hard too. So that's what I liked about Neo. Plus, Neo is such a cool name, and red and black is the ultimate.
Well, what makes me prefer Neo over other crews, like the draw factor to Neo specifically, is just the fact that you guys are all about having fun in the game, and just the things you value resonate well with me.
So Neo was kind of like a trial by fire of me, like, because I was just getting into Rivals, just starting to like get good, win more games than I was losing and stuff, and like I feel like my Neo tryout was kind of like starting my quest of starting to try to prove myself as like a good player. So I'd say that was like the main motivation behind it, was like to see if I was good enough to be in the crew.
I first did it for the meme because I wanted to be a part of the crew that shits on everybody in this really like politically correct, not politically correct, but you get what I mean, like this
Sanitized.
yeah this community that really doesn't like when people try to have fun with the game. So that's why I wanted to go to that crew, because every other crew seemed to be this thing where it's like really serious and they don't want anybody messing around and you can't just chill.
I didn't try out. I was recruited. Ever since Theo started it, we were friends. Like from when we connected through happenstance, but we were pretty good friends and talked quite a bit and played a lot of friendlies before I was ever in Neo or Neo ever started. And I was in Ace at the time, and I was mulling over joining Ice or Neo or staying in Ace. And at one point I knew I wanted to leave Ace, and it became clear I was, not going to fit in well with Ice because just, personalities didn't mesh well. And I was good friends with Theo, so it was I was banking on, because I got along so well with Theo, that I'd get along well with everyone else in Neo, and it worked out well.
I wanted to join Neo specifically because I was the entire reason I even got into Rivals is because I was a Melee fan, and I used to watch a lot of Mango's streams. And one day Mango played Rivals of Aether on his stream, and he was playing Raster. And so I bought the game, and I became a Raster main. And then, by virtue of being a Mango fan, when I saw a crew named Neo and there were like all these sick players in there, I wanted to be a part of it.
Just from like being in Neocord a bunch and talking with the Neocord members, seeing how they were not like Rivals players.
Picked it up again because I bought this game on release and I didn't really play it until like December, and I joined NAS 27. I'm looking it up right now. I beat Solar and a few people. I lost to Renzo and I lost to Hoppy. And I remember thinking that like, oh, this isn't even that hard. Like, and so I was on like my computer in high school and I saw the Reddit post and I'm like, wow, that's me. So I decided to send him a message, and I got a message back like the day after, and I think that was it. Tryout process took like 30 seconds because there wasn't that many people. So
Theo had a Neo montage video of like all the players at the time. You know which one I'm talking about?
The trailer.
Yeah, the trailer, and I was like, damn, these guys combos are nasty.
Nice.
So I was like, hell yeah.
When Crows added me in any court saying I was free.
Why did I decide to try out for Neo? Well, because I wanted to see, like, I liked the style of Neo. I liked the banter. I liked how competitive it all was, and I loved talking to you guys. So
it was shortly after when Sam joined, and I realized how many people I actually liked in Neo. So I thought, fuck it, and went for it.
I'm sure you already know this, but in the beginning I just wanted to be in the Neo Discord and get to know the people. I remember I pestered Theo about getting into the Discord because I wanted to see the crew's growth. I really thought that Neo was a cool idea, but I didn't think I would actually be good enough to get in. And then also, like, being a part of a crew was on my list of things that I might do if I actually got good at Rivals. Another thing on that list is like changing my tag from I'm bad to something else. but somehow like Theo believed in me, I guess, or something, and that's why I'm in.
After I made it to your server for a while, I saw how you guys, got along with each other and how, like, everybody had fun. And, it's like beyond rivals. Like, guys would play other games and other stuff. So I just decided to join because it was like, it's not just a rivals crew. It's just a crew. It's just like a group of friends hanging out. So I wanted to be a part of that.
The Crew Charge trailer that you guys posted.
Theo said I played cool, so I was like, alright. So I was like, I might as well do this, because if, like, someone likes the way I play, like, because I like the way I play, obviously. So I was like, alright, I'll stick around as long as they think I play cool.
Even if it's just for a raster.
Yeah.
It was a little bit of a get to know my enemies kind of thing. So I was like, well, I'm not getting any better by beating all these scrubs on exhibition. So I was like, let me join a bunch of people who'll kick my butt and get me into shape.
Well, Ono really wasn't doing too much, and Neo looked like he was gonna like take off. I didn't want to get left behind, especially when I kind of liked a lot of people in there, so I joined.
Same thing, essentially, where it was like, I shitpost. People think that I'm a fucking idiot sometimes, and I consider myself like a non-lame player, so I'll try out for them.
Well, I was like, yo, I played Allisto, and he was the first person I added. And I'm like, yo, can I join? Because I wanted to play with people who are stylish.
When did you first feel like you really belonged in Neo?
Okay. Let's see. When I first felt I belonged in Neo, it was probably when I saw how people treated us, like that stigma of Neo, and I kind of was just like, yeah, that's me, and I just shat on people. So that's when I really felt like I was a part of this crew.
Well, after the first time I was in Neo, I probably really felt like I belonged when I would like hop in a voice chat with people and we would just like chill out and play friendlies and people would be really nice to me. And I remember one time specifically when I had proposed an idea of money matching Smooth over the red raster color since we were both red rasters. And Theo basically posed the idea of like recording the games and like basically everyone was watching a chicken fight. And we sent him all the replays and he never did anything with them, but it was still a really fun experience.
I think that's just the first time when we were all in the voice channel.
Yeah.
We all got like, I don't know, everybody sounded friendly. We all got along.
Yeah.
Or I got along with you guys.
Yeah,
when we
all
were
hated
all,
you though.
when we all were on. Oh, really?
No, I'm just fucking with
Oh, okay, I was about to say. Jeez. When we're on the swear room and everybody's just laughing and joking around and stuff. It felt very welcoming, just from the start.
Exciting to try out, and I wanted to leave Charm, and you guys were like all encouraging me to. And then after the tryout process, I sat down and talked with Theo, and he's like, it's like we're a group of friends. We never betray each other. So, and then after the initiation, it felt like I was home.
Probably when I started to do better tournaments and I gained the support from you guys, mainly.
Well, when I went to CEO, that was probably definitely one of the best experiences of my short life on this earth. And Theo definitely made me feel like I was a homie. We played friendlies in which he fucking smoked me. We talked about Melee, and it was great.
Probably sometime in voice chat when everyone was talking shit and I was participating. That was good. that was probably a good time. Whatever situation that may be, it's happened so many times.
Probably when we were dealing with the NA Cord mods and they came into the Discord, and I've always been kind of up to that point. I'd always been really kind of hands off with Neo. I was in the tag and I hung out with a couple people, but I didn't really talk or hang out. And I don't know what it was about that situation, but that was when I first I really saw myself through and through as someone in Neo.
Okay. I think even after I had been in Neo for a little while, I kind of had identity issues because first off, I played Abza, and I was the only guy to play Abza, and I felt like I wasn't as good as everyone else, I felt like I was just not good enough to be in Neo. But then at Super Smash Con, even just the week that we had there, going to the tournament and everyone hanging out even at the house, it was man, we're just bros. I think that's the moment where I realized
you just fit right in.
Holy shit, I'm a Neo. I had this weird moment.
Cold Snap, because that was when I was repping Neo somewhere for the first time. I'd been in the crew for a while at that point, a couple months, and having everyone announce my name and see all you guys in the chat and stuff, or just having the experience with people and even the commentators being oh, Spook's Neo, of course he's gonna go for a stupid offstage option, or I fucking get a double hammer in doubles and people are oh, that shit's going in the combo video. I'd say that's probably when I was okay, yeah, they see my playstyle as part of Neo, and I really felt like it.
When we did a raid, and I dropped a hard R.
I think it was my first lore post, and I don't remember what it was, but I remember posting it and people were oh yeah, that's good.
Probably after my second tournament there, because everyone was yo, this kid good as fuck. I'm oh, thanks.
Where everybody started making fun of me. That's usually what most of my close friends do. They make fun of me.
I think it was probably one of the raids is when I really felt like these were some people I could, act truly myself around.
First thing I think of when I think of Neo is definitely when I went to First Impact and me and Theo were doubles partners. If I was able to go to Shine and see all you guys, at that would have been the best memory. But definitely the first one is definitely when me and Theo were together at First Impact.
You mean SmashCon, right?
Well, whatever tournament you all were, but I'm talking about First Impact. That's the one I remember the most, because that's where Macintosh fucked up Lucius. Fuck Lucius.
I heard you, if I remember correctly, you guys had some cool skins. Cool tags in doubles.
Did we?
You and Theo.
We definitely had the Free Crows tag.
Yeah.
The NCT series.
Oh yeah.
Which was the first iteration,
Yeah, we had some buttons in there.
Yeah. But yeah, NCT was a blast. I stayed up way later than I should have been for a normal night.
Nice.
But it was sick. And I got pretty far with my Idolist smash attack spam. And that whole thing was just a blast.
I think it's just a week later there was the second tournament, the second amateur tournament, and I was under Neo then. And I remember right before grand finals, it was me versus Lewis,
Laos, yeah.
Laos, and I was in voice chat with Theo, and he was practicing me, he was warming me up, and he was giving me tips, and that wasn't really something that I've ever had, because no one really else plays fighting games.
Yeah.
between me and my friends. So, and then I ended up winning that one, and I didn't really have any place to celebrate it except for with you guys. So that was pretty cool.
It had to be X minutes to Shen. The OG NA chord party.
That was fun.
Where I got banned for like 2 days. I feel like that's a rite of passage for Neo, is getting banned from Rivals of Ether Discord.
Well, we played when me, Smooth, Mac, and Lincoln. We all played the Pokemon Nuzlocke shit.
I
then
played
like
the Pokemon Nuzlocke.
yeah, I forgot. You're irrelevant. Forget about you. But like we all we all played, and so and I just like felt truly a part of the group when we played, and like I now knew how like Neo shitters felt.
I'd say around the time we started doing the tournament streams, it was like when I finally got into like helping out with the crew a little bit, like helping recruit other people, doing the design for the streams and stuff. Yeah, doing the commentary. That was always fun.
Yeah.
And so once we started doing all that stuff, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the place.
The initial stuff about Neo being hype was probably the first stuff that really drew me in at the start. But then meeting everyone in the Discord, probably I started feeling like I belonged more, obviously. And if I had to pick a discrete moment where I felt like I was included, probably be like when I commentated that Newt with Theo.
What kind of role do you feel you play in Neo?
What role? I don't know. I am the reaction god.
Yes, finally it comes up. Care to elaborate on what being the reaction god entails?
So me being the reaction god, it includes me going to NA Chord during Neo raids. What I do is find somebody saying something stupid, and I either put some emoji or I put in, the God-given football emote, my go-to.
The kind of role I think I play in Neo is like kind of the guy who you can just like talk to and have weird conversations about, which I think is why the kids like me so much. Like Mac and everyone else and Aiden and Watt and them. But like also because I do all the commentary stuff, it's like I'm not like the face of Neo, but like I'm someone that people see a lot, and I'm like correlated with Neo. And I feel like having a commentator go to RCS events and like kind of helping Neo out, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel proud, because it's almost like the opposite of what people expect. They expect us to be like kind of jerky. Then it's like, oh, this guy's like giving up his time on vacation to come and like commentate for a tournament. How cool.
Definitely a good ambassador.
Yeah, ambassador. That's a good word for it.
Maybe I'm funny. I make memes sometimes. I don't know. I never really thought of myself as filling a role. I don't know. I really love my homies for being themselves, and that's just about it. I wrote in my notes that if I had some kind of like movie role, it'd probably be the poorly written gag character with a tragic backstory that doesn't get developed until season 5. So make that whatever you will.
Maybe I mainly just like support those who are in need and stuff like that.
Okay, so have you ever played the game Red Rover? And you know how you like throw someone at the other team, just like a ball of just fucking idiotic energy? That's who I am.
For me in this crew, I guess I have to be the supportive, cool uncle. When everybody tells like the newer members, like Hambud or Theo tries to chill up, tell the newer members to chill out and all that, I have to be that one that's supportive and behind them, but at the same time trying to get them to understand the reasons behind everything.
Nice.
I can't be that super disciplined type of mod or whatever for them. I gotta be that brother.
Nice. That's honorable. And
plus I support everybody with my awesome funds.
Your awesome what?
My money.
Probably one of the trollier members. Because, man, I do love messing with people through Discord and stuff like that.
go hard and look out for your homies. I also speak for the trees, and by trees I mean the kids. You guys are too rough on the little babbies. But
there's a lot of ways to answer that question. One thing that makes I guess kind of makes me stand out was you're a victim of this too, but in a lot of Theo's videos, like just him constantly picking on one person. And just
No,
absolutely.
I don't know if that's ever happened to me.
Yeah, but like there's like the return of Duggo.
Oh yeah.
I beat up children for money.
Well, I'm a mod, but I was a mod because one time when there was like 5 of us, Theo was on his phone, so he couldn't delete messages, so he modded me so I could delete something. And I haven't gotten unmodded yet, so I guess I earned it. So I think I don't really talk that much. I don't really go in voice chat that much, but I'm reading every message, and I try to have a role in like choosing the tryouts, and I think that I talk a lot more in like the mod chat as opposed to anything else, because you guys are kind of like a family over there. Yeah. And I think with Ultimate, hopefully I can kind of get.
Oh no, this one I thought about a lot, and I like this question. It's a little bit separate. It's kind of the same, you're right, but it's a little bit separate. And I didn't really ever think about this till we had that thing that Theo coincidentally started where we talked about other people, because I didn't, I'm pretty ignorant of other people's opinions and beliefs and thoughts a lot. I kind of just do my own thing. And I didn't really think about how other people in Neo perceive me. And I think your role in any situation is really how other people see you. For example, the merit of a father is based off of how his children and his wife feel about him, right? Like that's like how he treats them is reflected in how they think of him. So to see people in Neo that I didn't really know thought of me as I know it's weird to say role model, but like looked at me as someone who they admire because I don't take shit from people, and I'm honest and I'm straightforward. I kind of from that point on felt like I was the overprotective older brother of people in Neo, because I am older than almost everyone in Neo except for like Theo and 1 or 2 other people. And seeing other people, admire the few good traits I have and look towards them and appreciate me for them, and it lined up with past actions dealing with the community in general and going to bat for Neo, and I acted like that, but I didn't realize that's how I was acting. So that kind of all congrued and made me feel like I am an overprotective older brother for Neo in general.
You're the dude who just doesn't play at all and shows up to tournaments and laughs a lot and then just gets 9th, like no matter how stacked the tournament is.
I don't know, I just feel like a player. I don't know. What role? I don't know. I just honestly, I was just there to have a good time.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how everyone in Neo kind of perceives me, because I've still yet to meet a lot of the newer people or some of the older people I just never got to talk to, but it just feels like a cool place to hang out with people and talk to them. I'm not super active in text channels, but I really just enjoy hanging out in the swear room, just talking to people late at night. It's pretty sick. I don't know. I don't really know how to what role I exactly play, except just like another guy to just kind of hang out and talk with people.
And I had a good time, man. Like, damn, I remember we used to be in the swear room or just go to tournaments. Yeah. Like I liked pushing you guys to go to locals so we could all meet.
Yeah.
And we all hung out. Like, it was so fun. I missed that. That was fun.
There we go.
I think I cover a very specific niche of suicide jokes. Evidenced by the fact that whenever anyone posts a suicide meme in media, they always tag me.
I'm definitely one of. I think that I'm probably one of the more recognizable Neo members because I'm always talking shit to people.
Definitely.
And I'm also I'm also a top 50 player. One of our 3 top 50 players.
I thought we had like 5, didn't we?
They weren't Neo at the time.
Oh, okay.
Like Corks wasn't Neo.
And gaming wasn't Neo either. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Now we have 5. But
sorry.
Yeah, I'm along with Theo, Corks, gaming. We all kind of represent like our strength in our play.
See, I think I'm the nigga who I am the person who kept Neo apart for so long. Without me, Neo wouldn't be as active as it is right now. It's real shit. See,
yeah?
because I'm here every single day in VC, bro. It's that blind. Alright, there's like almost a day where I'm not in VC.
I'm gaming clay. Lamoa.
What?
I'm like half the monkey that Watt is.
Just a dude that plays great.
Kind of a funny guy, I guess. The fucking class clown. I don't fucking know, man. I don't like my answer. Wait, I don't know what to say.
In the early days, I guess I was more like of a designer, and like we do the streams and sometimes do the commentary and stuff. So it was more like actually even still now, it's like a behind the scenes kind of person. I just feel like I now have more laid back because we're not doing, or like I feel like we're more laid back now just because we're not doing as much of the streaming and all that. So I kind of just chill around, kind of lurk in the Discord a bit, make sure everyone's being okay.
Neo, I'm kind of probably like the in-person face of the community because, like, I say me and you, Crows, like, because we're kind of the people, maybe Soft too, but like I'm kind of like friends with the people in the community that like a lot of the Neo or that are like kind of bash a lot of the Neo people, and like I try to give us a good name and everything. So I mean I think I'm kind of like the hidden representative, you know, like I'm still gonna go off stage and fuck you up with my play style, and that's kind of where I feel like I fit in. Is like I want to be the golden boy of Neo, you know.
The past semester of school was probably like the busiest I've had ever. So because of that, I was not very active in the Neo Discord. But hopefully next semester I won't be as busy. I don't really know what role I fulfill in Neo. But if anything, it might just be representing the crew as best I can to other people I meet. I generally try to help people as much as I can with anything I have the ability to like help with. So hopefully that like breaks some people's preconceptions about what they've been told about Neo.
All you got left is closing remarks. Otherwise, just throw up a happy birthday.
Oh, okay. My closing remark is gaming clan is a stupid nick. And then,
when are we gonna make our t-shirts? Dude, TSMSB has t-shirts. We're slacking.
Soon.
Thank you for everything you've done for me, for the crew, and yeah, that's about it.
It's been fun. I don't think. Oh, I'm not leaving, but it's an experience for me because it's like a second family kind of where we all have a common, like a common hobby, and I can vent about like Smash Ultimate or vent about something.
You are all cool people.
Theo's like a really mature and nice person, and he always seemed really humble. I remember the first time I played him, he was like insane, and he just like dumped on me over and over again, and it was like, but he was still like, even though he was so much better than me, I guess he recognized the skill and potential I had. So he let me into the crew, which was really sick.
Dude, I love Neo. I love Theo. You guys are all great. I love Crows, of course. The homie. I definitely miss playing Rivals, and I miss the locals.
They're fun.
They're great. Like just Shrek and hanging out with Rot and Saucy Bossy, of course, dude. You got him. Oh man, if you ever go to a local, you need somewhere to you need someone to share a hotel room with. You want it with Sauce.
It's coming to the end of the year, and hanging out with everyone in Neo and going to all the events was like a hella good time, and I'm glad I did all of it.
It's been like fucking 2 years almost since I joined Neo. I didn't expect to still be friends with you motherfuckers. To be completely honest, I thought like most things that I do in my life, I get really passionate about for a very short period of time and then drop it completely, but that just hasn't happened yet, and I don't know. Makes you feel like you're part of something special when that happens.
Yeah, I feel like that. Like a lot of people just give Neo a bad rap just because we try to have fun. You know, a lot of people love this. A lot of the influential people in this game really love the game. You know, and like they take it very seriously when like we bashed on some shit. But it's like ultimately like this game brought us all together, and we do all love this game, and we're just trying to have fun with it. You know, and we do some dumb shit sometimes, but you know what? That's all part of it. You know, I like being in the freaking chaotic evil category of the D&D,
quote unquote.
Yeah.
Theo is the reason we're all here. He really brought us all together in a crew, doing something that we all enjoy.
Nice.
So I would really like to take this moment to thank him for doing that and bring a lot of joy to my life where there otherwise wouldn't be any.
Junior is gonna be better than all of us at Rebels.
Theo, you're a lad. Thank you for keeping me in Neo when I was thinking about leaving a while back. Happy birthday. Fucking congrats on your kid. Congrats on life. Yeah.
I mean, shout out to the crew. Y'all were there for me when I was like struggling real hard. I appreciate all of you guys. And Theo, you know, he was there for me a lot when I was in the hospital, like 90% of my life. So he knows what he did for me.
Theo already knows how much I respect him and look up to him. He's really a great leader for Neo, and is definitely going to be such a good father.
Happy birthday, Theo. I'm in another country. I have to pay for internet. I have to fucking pay for internet right now. But, thank you, man. You, really made my past few months special. So, thank you.
Happy birthday, Theo.
Happy birthday, Theo.
Happy birthday, Theo.
Happy birthday, Theo.
Yep, happy birthday, Theo. I wish you the best.
Happy birthday, Theo.
Happy birthday, Neo. Or Neo, happy birthday, Theo.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Theo.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Theo.
Poggers, happy birthday, Theobirthday, you beautiful bastard.
Well, happy birthday, Theo Daddy. You always left me satisfied.
Happy birthday, Theo boy.
Theo, happy birthday. Hope you have a great year. Can't wait for little Theo to come out.
Happy birthday, Mr. Theobirthday.
Happy birthday. And, you sick.
Oh, you're recording this, duh. Oh. Happy birthday, Theo! Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Theo. I love you, man.
I really hope you have a great birthday, Theo, and a great year ahead.
Oh, happy birthday.
No. How'd you first run into Theobirthday?
I'm in person. Was at. We went to Genesis, right?
No, we didn't go to Genesis. We went.
Dude, I'm blanking hard. The first time I ever talked
We went to
to him,
SmashCon.
Oh yeah, that one. But the first time I ever like heard of Theo, You were on his stream like when you first downloaded Rivals like a year and a half some ago. You were getting your ass handed to you.
It's like 2.5, I think.
Yeah, you're fucking trash, kid.
And what was your first impression of Neo?
Neo, you're just some boys trying to have some fun in a shitty community.
And what made you decide to try out for Neo?
I'm just a boy trying to have fun in a shitty community.
And when did you really feel like you belonged in Neo?
When I almost took a game off of hand butt. I knew that was when my time to shine.
And what kind of role do you think you play in Neo?
I'm easily a mascot and or like the punchline character who's just there as a gag.
Nice. You have any closing remarks?
Love you guys.
Alright.
Much love, smoochins.
Yeah. Now, can I get a happy birthday in the chat?
Happy birthday, F.
Alright, that's it.